Welcome you all to our YouTube channel Roadway for Aquarium, the one-stop channel for all aquarium hobbyists and pet lovers. In previous topic we discussed about how to maintain, care and keep your guppy fish in planted tanks, the various types of diseases for your guppy fish, how to cure them and many more things. If you want to watch that video, the link will be provided in the description. Please watch that video also. So today's topic is about what can be feed for our guppy fish. So without wasting any time, let's get started. Primarily, before you feed your guppies, understand this. Guppy fish are omnivorous in nature. They will eat whatever you feed them. Yeah, like humans, we are omnivorous, most of us. And we eat both veg and non-veg. Similarly, guppies being omnivorous in nature, they will eat both veg and non-veg. They will eat anything that is the size of their mouth and can easily go inside their mouth. So you make sure that you provide your food with good quality of proteins, vitamins, fat and fiber. So now the question may arise, which is the best food for the guppy fish? In the market, pellets, spirulina, and even flakes are available. They are available by different names and from different brands. You choose the right one. While choosing a flakes, make sure that the flakes contain good amount of vitamin A, D3, vitamin E, vitamin K and vitamin C. Also make sure that it contains fish oil, spirulina, calcium and squid meal so that you can get all the required proteins and minerals and fats within the single flakes. So the next question, can we feed our guppies with pellets? Pellets are most probably preferred for larger fishes, whereas flakes are for smaller fishes. Yes, you can feed your guppies with nano pellets. It also doesn't create any problem. So what can we feed guppies from our home food? That is, what are the homemade items that can be fed to our guppies? As I said, guppies are omnivorous. If you really still want to feed anything from your own handmade, you can feed them with spinach, broccoli, you can feed them with banana, you can feed them with corn. If you want to provide a high rich quality of protein, you can go for egg yolk. Yeah, egg yolk is a rich source of protein and guppies love to eat egg yolk. You can make the guppies feed with egg yolk. Thirdly, to speak, guppies really like seaweed and spirulina. What is spirulina? Spirulina is a type of an algae which contains a good quality of protein and is a major source of proteins for the guppies. If you have guppies in a planted tank, make sure that you add some amount of spirulina because this is a good quality of protein and it makes sure that the tails of the guppies grow very long and colorful. If you ever want to grow the tail of your guppies long and colorful, make sure that you feed your guppies with good amount of protein. Spirulina is a good source of protein. Egg yolk is also a good source of protein. These both can be fed to your guppies and guppies really love to eat such protein rich food. So what are the other food that can be fed to our guppies? Additionally, you can feed your guppies again with brine shrimp, peas, lacetive and cucumber. And you can feed even your guppies with bloodworms, earthworms. If you find somewhere around the soil, you can even feed the guppies with earthworms. If you get somewhere from your nearest fish retailer, you can buy bloodworms and feed your guppies. Bloodworms and earthworms are also major source of proteins for guppies and they love to eat even such kind of food, as I said. But while you are feeding live feed such as worms like earthworms and bloodworms, make sure that these worms don't contain any diseases, because if these worms contain some disease, it may be transferred to the fish. If disease may occur, the fish will die. So live feeding is not so preferred, but if you still want to feed your fish with worms, you can go ahead, but make sure that the worms are disease free so that your fish remains healthy. So the major next question is, how many times a day should we feed our guppy fish? Primarily, now you understand here this. Guppy fishes are very small in size. They are very very small in size. Their stomach is also very 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 small in size. So you should feed them twice a day, such with low quantity of food. Guppies can't store the food and later utilize it from their stomach, right? So you have to feed them at two times a day, that is morning and at night, with little quantities, such that whenever you put a food, they finish off the food within 1 to 2 minutes of the time you put the food. And even remember that you should never overfeed a fish. Not in case of guppy, you should never overfeed a fish, because overfeeding a fish may lead to the cut down in its activeness. It may become lazy, or it may become even more prone to diseases like bladder diseases. Overfeeding may bloat their stomach and it may lead to various other diseases. So feeding a fish one time in a day is more suitable, or two times is okay, but not more than that. If at all, if your guppy fishes are in a planted tank, feed them one time a day, that is single time in a day. Never feed two times in a day. This is because they'll be eating something or the other from the plants. They may eat up algae from the tank or anything that is present inside the tank. So make sure that you never overfeed a fish. Guppies are very easy to handle. So if the above mentioned foods are fed to the guppies, they will live healthy. It's my promise, and it's quite sure that they will live healthy if you provide them with high quality of food. Thank you. If you like our video, please subscribe.